Hey everyone, it's Cece with One Green Pea. Today I want to talk to you about the Monstera Adansonii. Monsteras are commonly referred to as the Swiss cheese plant. They're known for their lacy, delicate holes on the leaves. You may be more familiar with Adansonii's larger, more sprawling cousin, the Deliciosa. Deliciosa can get quite large, whereas Adansonii is going to stay more petite during its lifespan. Adansonii also is differentiated from Deliciosa because the leaves not only tend to be smaller, but they actually have more fenestrations or holes than the Deliciosa. Monstera plants tend to be very easy to care for and very hardy, and Adansonii is no exception. They are native to Central and South America, and they grow as understory plants, so they are protected on the jungle floor by the larger plants. Therefore, that gives us an indication to the amount of light that they prefer. They like bright to moderate indirect light. Monsteras do not like to have several hours of direct light beating in on them. That will burn the leaves. As far as watering goes, moderate water. They're not terribly picky. They do have a tendency toward root rot, so you want to be sure that you're not over-watering them for sure. But on a plant this size, you just want to put your finger in and make sure the top inch of soil is dry before you water again. Now, what kind of soil do they like? Again, they don't want to sit in moist soil or in wet soil. So you want a good mix that is well draining, a nice chunky mix. And as I've talked about in so many of my videos, I like to take a standard organic potting mix and then mix in chunkier materials like orchid bark and horticultural charcoal, those kinds of things to make it a little more well draining. That makes the roots of the plant a little happier. Let's talk propagation. Monsteras are very easy to propagate. In order to propagate this plant, I would choose a stem to cut that has two nodes, and the nodes are these lumpy little segments where a leaf is growing. I would cut that just below the second node, and then I would trim off the bottommost leaf from my stem cutting, put that in a jar of water, and in a couple of weeks, roots would develop, and then I could move it into soil. In addition to being a really attractive and easygoing plant, Monsteras have some pretty cool features. One of them we've already talked about, the fenestrations. Those are the holes along the leaves. Now, fenestrations develop as the leaves mature. So here is a newer leaf, and you can see that it is uncut, but then the more mature leaves along the plant have multiple holes in them. Another cool feature are aerial roots. Now, in nature, an Adansonii particularly is a trailing plant, so it's going to find things to attach itself to move to places where it can find light and water and nutrients that it needs. So what it does is grows these aerial roots. These are roots that come right off of the stems, and they look a little strange, granted, and you might wonder if they need to be buried in the soil or cut off, but actually no, it's a vital part of the plant trying to access all of the nutrients and things that it needs for its best life. One more thing that I want to mention is that all monsteras are toxic to animals. So if you have a curious cat or a dog who eats leaves, keep your monsteras out of their reach. Besides that feature, Monsteras are a wonderful plant to have in your plant collection. They are easygoing, hardy, beautiful, and they come in a lot of different varieties besides just the two that I spoke of today. So if you don't yet have one, I highly encourage you to think about it. Think about adding one to your collection. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope that it was informative and fun and maybe stoked your curiosity just a little bit. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you aren't yet subscribed to my channel, you can do that by pressing the red subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, I truly love hearing from you, so leave them below. Until next time, my planty friends, keep growing.